I am Nebanoski, and welcome to another gameplay event. This is not a game I am completely new to. I finished the first chapter and thought I would love to share this game with all of you. And so I invite you, journey along and learn the game of Circus Electrique as we go through the events of managing our party, our circus, and finding the true mysteries that surround London. Join me in this game of circus, clowns, and fire breathers. The Electrique Show is about to begin. We will, of course, begin as artists, though there are 3 different difficulties. Doorkeeper, which receives the most rewards and have the least negative things happen. Ringmaster, which is by all means the hardest difficulty. But for standard difficulty, which I shall be demonstrating this game on, Artiste, which falls somewhere in between the 2. Let's go ahead and begin. I will be keeping the tutorial on and reading it out so that you can learn to play. Though, if you're familiar with Darkest Dungeon, I suspect you're going to know a lot of what's going on. Let's listen to the story as someone rips a circus poster and tosses it to the ground.
I promised myself I would never see him again. 10 years is far too soon, after what he did. Yet here I am, reporting on the least important story for tomorrow's paper. The grand reopening of his Circus Electrique. He hasn't lost his charisma. I'll give him that. Always giving them something new, something bigger.
Honest folk and members of Parliament.
Something more dangerous. I've seen these 2 before. That's their happy face. Maybe they'll arrest Uncle. That'd be a story I could get behind. What are they doing?
Die!
What?
Die! Die!
Then I hear him.
Grok! Bolthy! Save my niece! Want this?
I love the art style that they've chosen for this game. Definitely captures...
Bring these bothersome bobbies to their knees.
Definitely captures what I think about when I think about late 1800s London. Overcome your opponent in battles of skills. Each character can use 1 skill every turn. Today we're going to be using the water attack by Grok. We'll explain these dots in a moment, but all we really need to know is hit the bad guy.
I do believe your rubber ball cracked his rib. Jolly good show, Grok.
And a couple of misses.
Places, people. Positioning matters.
One thing that I know is this isn't an exactly set battle, as in my past attempt, I was hit by one of the 2 strikes. So it's interesting that they have a prologue battle, not completely scripted, and I think it's a good thing. Now, movement and position. Certain skills can only be used in a certain position and against specific target slots. Both are indicated in the skills description, those green and red dots. You can also manually move teammates frontward and further back during combat, which we're about to do. Balthazar's skill, called Front Blow, would be useful here. However, Front Blow is only available for use in the first position where Grok is. Move Balthazar forward to Front Blow for his next turn.
Balthazar, don't attack. Just move forward. Trust me. Excuse me, sir.
And that we shall do. It is Grok's turn again. Not only can Grok use ball throw in any position, it's also effective against all enemies wherever they're placed. So, once again, we shall use ball throw.
Here, catch!
And you can see that it both damages them and their devotion, which is kind of like Samity in this. Oh, you have missed! Ha ha!
Now, Show me that front blow, comrade.
Oh, we shall indeed. Duh. Bam! Oh, clap. Excuse me. Clap. I made the wrong sound effect. Each character acts only once in their turn, and in an order determined by the value of their initiative attribute.
Coming at ya!
Electro Baton. Now, one thing to note in this game is the enemies, they are a bit repetitive. There's not a ton of enemies I saw in Chapter 1 before I started this game over. We get our win, we get our experience, we get our money, which is used to make various upgrades. We have our food, which is to allow us to keep our circus folk, as well as to help them heal or recover. And we have our fame. How famous our circus is.
A rather eventful reunion after 10 years, was it not, dear niece?
Saving lives isn't really your style, Uncle. But thank you.
I see your mother's lion remains as spirited as ever.
Yes, and just as blind, no thanks to you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some facts to gather.
Ah, for your circus story. Of course.
Dear God, no! I need to understand what the hell just happened here. That's the new story.
Come, let's find Dr. Mabry. He hid once this maddening took hold, but...
But he's a brilliant man, with brilliant thoughts. Unlike certain present company.
She really hates her uncle. I don't blame
I'll
her.
not have you speak of Grok in that way. Or growl, as it were.
Yes, yes, choosing to be blind. Unlike her lion friend Leonidas. Okay.
Where is Dr. Mabry? We've looked everywhere.
Not quite everywhere.
So, really early to start, you're going to have access to the train, which will be used to recruit new characters. We have the fire blower, which may appear in the train to be recruited. Recruit performers on the train, yes, thank you.
No Dr. Mabry in here, but I do believe I spot some new talent.
Okay, and so we have several stats: health max, base damage, precision, dodge, critical, defense, initiative, protection, and her daily fee of food. We also have our circus events, which will come into play later. But we have how fun they are, how thrilling they are, how comedic they are, and how amazing they are. We have passive abilities here. When Bertha is standing on slots 3 or 4, she gains immunity to the taunt effect. And she is immune to fire damage. Now, I believe all fire breathers get this, but they can have a chance for a second, some seemingly random passive effect. And then we have our different attacks, which will become available at later levels. Right now, she would have access to Fire Blow and Purging Fire. Let's go ahead and recruit her for 10 shillings. We can leave the tent.
Crazed Bobby, coming right for us.
Tell me, Bertha the fire blower, you any good in a fight?
A fight, sir?
Oh, he brought a mime.
Oh dear. And let's get ready to clown! Devotion largely determines the character's effectiveness in battle. Higher devotion bars may lead to higher damage and a chance to hit. So what we're going to do, we're just going to do our fire attack.
Bertha, her very name puts the breath in fire breathing.
Using certain skills within a battle can instantly increase the devotion of targets. Use Trumpet Boost to temporarily increase all teams' devotion. Don't mind if I do.
Fine trumpeting, Grok. Everyone's increased devotion inspires us all.
Now, if you're wondering whether or not the Ringmaster continues to talk throughout battles, I did find it went away after most of the tutorial happens. Devotion may have two different values. The base value constantly affects the character's effectiveness, while temporary values only last for a few rounds in battle. Oh, a big old miss. And we can see that the buff went away. He defended it purely. Like your own performers, reducing the opponent's devotion may lessen their effectiveness. If the devotion of an opponent or player character drops to 0, they will flee the battle. That mime over there doesn't seem too devoted. Use Fire Throw to chase him out of battle. Now, on this, I can't tell if they're entirely mechanical, at least the bobbies, or not. I don't believe they are, but if they're being controlled, then is there really a devotion? Or are we breaking that control? Oh, I used the wrong thing, didn't I?
Worth all 10 shillings for sure.
Maybe even 11.
No, just 10.
Okay. And so the electro baton happens. Let's go ahead and hit the Bobby. Bobby goes down. Slapstick. And I do love the theme. This is a great theme to be going on. I think if I would have correctly used her other ability, the mime would have run away by now.
Zoink.
And if I would have used that twice in a row, he would have run away. But I'm probably going to...
That'll cop a mouse.
There we go. Just brute force it. My mistake, but oh well. Alright, and we can see we get enough meat to satisfy us for a while. Some tools, which we'll use in a moment. And circus fame, because of course we get more famous for destroying more things. Alright. Let's continue back to the circus.
Is this fighting normal for you, Ringmaster?
Only very recently.
You just endangered this poor girl's life. Bertha, are you hurt?
A scratch or two.
Nothing a night in the sleeping cart won't heal.
And so we get the sleeping cot, or the tent where we can heal our wounds. Injured performers can relax in the sleeping cot, but they cannot participate in anything else in the meantime.
Must recover.
Yvonne, so lovely to see you. Banged up as you may be from surviving out there. Perhaps the sleeping cart should be yours for the evening.
And so we get our tinkerer, but she must go. It takes time to heal. Let her rest in the sleeping cart until tomorrow.
Oh, and here comes Dr. Mabry.
Help! 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 Save me from these relentless brigands!
More of these fop doodles? Oh, bugger.
Oh, let us go again. Fire attacks are very effective at night. I did not know that, actually. Most of your battling will be in the day. Night can happen if your battle goes on for too long. Although devotion can increase some skills damage and chance to hit, devotion does not affect every skill. Skills affected by devotion are highlighted with an electric effect around their icons. The positive or negative effects of devotion is highlighted in parentheses with each skill description. Alright, so you're at 17% devotion. We're going to do our devotion attack. Minus 10. Yeah, this should be much better. It can only hit, or it can't hit the front. Let's actually speed things up a little bit.
Here, catch!
And, oh. And we defended 2 attacks. Okay. I don't want the precision penalty. I'm just gonna whack you as normal. Oh, that was enough. And even... Oh, yep. Even though we were working on his devotion, we got him out normally. All right, and so we get food, we get shillings, and we get fame. And we do actually, well, this will come up. There is a reason to knock them out with devotion. You don't have to brute force it. Okay, so after our first day, days always end after battles with circus results and character statuses reporting from here. So we show everything we get. Yvonne, new performer, has joined Circus Electrique. Effects from buildings are realized the following day. Yvonne was healed after a night in the sleeping cart and is ready to join the exploration team.
You want my opinion on this, don't you, Amelia?
The pillar of power you designed was lit. Exactly then, everything around us went to hell.
You should see what happened to the London Bridge.
The London Bridge? Has it fallen down, my fair Mabry?
Or worse, it disappeared. My drones confirm it. Vanished.
Vanished? How?
I can get you there to see for yourself. With a map. Just need time. May I bring it to you shortly?
All things come shortly from you, Ollie. Join us at the circus tent when you can. That's where she'll be, with me, watching how I plan my shows.
What? You don't want to recruit more talent at the train first?
A marvelous suggestion, Amy. First the train, then the circus tent.
Alright, and you will see at our current level of facility, we can recruit up to 4 more, but let's go to the train and see who's available. Pablo, the clown! Maria, the fire breather. Caesar, the strong person. And if we were at level 2, we could upgrade this. It requires circus level 2, but unfortunately, it's not, so we will leave. Circus upgrade! Escape artist performer may appear in the train recruited. Circus tent is unlocked, and I don't know why I said that. New circus shows are available. Let's go set one up.
And this is how it's done.
Select the Village Roadshow draft as a first step. You will get more drafts later. The next step in preparing for a circus show is to select the appropriate performers. Every performer has preferred performance type, but many are also particular about with whom they would like to work. The more attention you pay to chemistry of your performers, the more successful your shows shall be. Look here to see which performance type the character prefers. The chemistry bar charges at a much lower rate if the icon on a performer card does not match its assignment on the table. The green icon here indicates the performer enjoys working with the specified character class. The red icon indicates the opposite. To the left, the character's own class is highlighted. And we're going to see chemistry over here and their actual roles here. Now, these roles, even though Maria and Bertha share the same role, it's actually based not on class, but on the person you have recruited. For instance, Grok, a clown, and Pablo, a clown, have different types they prefer. Pablo prefers to be the opening act, while Grok prefers to be a supporting act. And this will get more complicated as we unlock new shows. For now, though, let's put Pablo here. Now, Pablo does prefer work with a fire breather. As we can tell, it matches Maria's. And so, the line connecting the two characters show how effectively they work together based on the chemistry icons. Green indicates a strong relationship, red the opposite. Character compatibility is displayed in the chemistry bar. With the higher ratings earning more stars. The more stars you accumulate, the more rewards you can earn from performances. That's right, the chemistry bar is here. This is the actual performance bar. And then Caesar, who likes to work with fire breathers but dislikes working with clowns, we can see because they're not directly connected, they do not actually take each other down. They both like to work with Maria. Hit the next button if you're satisfied. Well, we are, because you basically told us how to set this up. Here you can distribute stars you earn in the previous steps to the best yield benefits from your next performance. Distribute the stars without exceeding the potential value of a draft in any category, and once you have distributed all the stars available, hit the announce button. The events will be held later today, and the next day's newspaper will report the results. Since they're busy with the show, selected performers can be used for anything else for the rest of the day. Or cannot. So, we have 3 different styles. The tutorial forces us to put both stars here. We get the audience, which, if we notice, increases the money. Here we get entertainment and complexity, which will, in fact, increase what gifts we can receive. And you can see we receive various craftable gifts or other things. And experience will, or complexity will increase our performers' experience, even though they won't be helping us in battle. Let us announce!
Full cast. Huge gas.
The event will take place after the next battle. We're going to go ahead and go to next.
What
and
a
hit-
waste of time.
You love it.
Die!
Wait, what was that?
Die! Die!
Even more bloodthirsty vicious.
Okay. And so, you can see that we do have a unique minigame, and really it's less of a minigame and just more of a worker placement that occurs outside of battle. And I do like that setup as we go on with the story. I also love that this game has a story. Okay, so you have... Oh, I did not mean to click that. Oh well, I probably would have done the same. Okay, you have 10%, which means a ball throw to you this round and a ball throw to you next round will eliminate you. And here we have our Tinkerer. So, they haven't unlocked passive skills yet. That's why these are blank. We have deals 8 through 10 damage. It's affected by our own devotion, so +1 there. And a chance to remove stun from all allies. We can do this. It will decrease our own devotion, but it will move the target forward. So if you're not liking where an enemy is to hit, you can use that with her. We are going to use this attack, though. Oh, no. Oh, well. And I love the strong person's show-off ability. While the effective trumpet boost wears off after a short time, show-off increases your character's devotion permanently. It is a currency, and I do like that it's a currency.
Yes, and that, boys and girls, is why he's so often the main event.
This icon represents all active status effects enacted by show-off, whether positive or negative. Skills can inflict active status effects upon allies or enemies, often for multiple turns. Now, we've unlocked all of our other abilities. I am going to actually do Fire Ring. Deals 19 through 22 damage, +3 through 4. Places a trap for 1 turn. 100% chance that the trap deals 15 fire damage over 1 turn. So, very damaging. And for you, I'm not going to get you out through devotion. Let's try. Yes. And here we've gotten special skill upgraders. These are used to upgrade our skills after we've leveled up. A character's skill cannot exceed the level of its character. We have additional meat, revenue, and fame, but this is going to be earned differently as we go out into the world in just a few events. So press key. We can see we're rising. Our circus level is rising. It's our fame. And we have different items we got from the show. One of our characters is ready to level up. When a character levels up, several of their attributes increase. For each level up, a character can distribute 10 points to increase their Circus Act value. Higher Circus Act values are essential for more complex shows. And just to show, we're going to go ahead and level up here. I am just going to go auto-assign. The skills can be upgraded up to the character's level. Yes. So we can see I'm going to upgrade our show off because I do like it. It's going to cost 1 food and 1 upgrade skill. And there we did it. If we were to do it a second time, we would increase our damage reduction. I do want to decrease the penalty. And I'm actually happy. So I'm going to save the rest for another character when they level.
Amelia, I have this for you. For answers.
A map?
It'll get you to the Vanished Bridge, through all the dangers.
Just how dangerous are these dangers, Dr. Mabry?
Very. But you see, that's the beauty of this map. I have drones. I have the police radio. I know what's out there.
Such as?
Abandoned boxes left behind by evacuees. Wanton violence. A bunch of who knows what.
How specific?
This map will keep you safe. Safer, anyway.
Then I shall put it to good use. Thank you, Dr. Mabry.
I really like Leonidas's growl voices. Too much information, feeling lost, can't remember previously explained gameplay mechanics? Press this button for instant help or use the codex to view previous tutorials. So here we get some basic information about the screen we're currently on, and it will change depending on what screen you're on. Let's go to the circus tent. We have a newly available bed. We don't really have anyone who needs it. Bertha's hurting a little bit, but I think we're okay. As far as the train goes, we have... Let's see. So Alonzo likes snake charmers and stilt boxer, but dislikes illusionists. We have none of the 3. Dislikes jugglers, illusionists, and human cannonball. Likes balancer, juggler, hates the ventriloquist, and illusionist. Now these are clowns, not jugglers. Yeah, they're clowns. So I'm going to hold off. Let's go ahead and set up our circus. This is a great way to increase the devotion of characters. And depending on other things, we can get other bonuses. Not really a lot to do here. But we'll use the same group. And we can see we meet all the goals here. We're going to click next. We don't have any items to place here, but that's okay. And we'll again get 9 to 11 money, as well as one of each of these items. So let's announce.
Small cast, huge gas.
And now we are good
Not
to embark.
so fast, young lady.
The story's out there, Uncle. So I'm going out there.
Yes, of course you are, but not without some help.
Help? From whom? Your second-rate performers who aren't good enough for the premiere?
A rather negative spin, and only mostly inaccurate. They're a devoted bunch, and they'll fight like old boots for you. Your safety matters, Amy.
You're offering safety? You?
Amy, your mother's accident. I know you'll never forgive me, but...
Goodbye, Uncle. Good luck with the show. I guess I'm stuck with the 4 of you, but what order suits you best?
Assemble your team of up to 4 performers each, as ready for battle as they are to explore each district with you. Consider explorers' thought preferences as you place them, as indicated at the bottom of each card. So fill our exploration team from the available characters. And I do like that based on their stats, they have various positions that they prefer. These 3 red circus tents indicate that these are busy with the show. This X indicates that they're going to help us with the maps, and you can see Balthazar's already there, but that's going to show up as long as we keep him on our team. Bertha, I'm going to place there. Yvonne, I'm going to place there. And Grok, I'm going to place there.
Boxes, wanton violence, a bunch of who knows what.
Each map is made up of nodes and the routes that connect them. The exploration team moves from node to node in the districts towards their final target. Explore London to reveal different types of events and items such as loot crates, patrolling enemies, random encounters, and boss battles. So here, select this node to move forward. On the next turn, you may choose to move left or right. You can't change your decision. So once I'm moving right or left, I must stick with what I've done. So loot crate. And we get resources as well as items.
Whichever way we choose, we're sticking to it. No need to further endanger ourselves.
We have an Uncle Randy that way. I don't see an Uncle... Oh, we have one there. Were they of different colors? Nope. Same as orange. It's mostly the same. Last time I went left. Let's go ahead and go right. And here we're going to get our first real day's event.
Some skills require no exertion.
Okay, and here we learn about passive skills. One class skill for each class exerts a continuous passive status effect throughout the battle. Certain performers may have an additional random passive skill below the one assigned to their class. Alright, passive skills are displayed next to the character's active skills, and we already went over Bertha's. So, let's see, you have 20%, 20%, 31, and 32. I'm determined to get you for
better, pal.
devotion. And I'm going to increase our own devotion only temporarily. They get that, we are now depressed. So, with depression, that lowers our...
No.
Oh. Excuse me, that lowers our total devotion. Chance to stun.
Don't like the look of you.
Okay. Ah, you resisted. That's okay. And here, this decreases devotion by 5. So, mass devotion loss.
Ow!
Oh, leave poor Grok alone. Okay. A simple ball will actually knock him out. So let's go ahead and do that. Heck, the foot stomp will knock him out.
Feels good, don't it?
Okay, his passive is he does heal. Let's see. Unfortunately, a strong man won't go until after, so let's go ahead and knock you out.
Zoink!
And he fled. You can see that we got a 2% devotion increase for him fleeing, which we wouldn't get if we knock him out through health. Let's go ahead and... Oh. Makes me target you, even though it's going to affect all of you, because you're taunted. And again, a devotion knockout. So he gets plus 2% devotion, which makes me overall more effective. The mimes go. And a miss. Beautiful. And the rope goes.
Really hard.
She moves to the front. That's okay. They are just about out, and I'm okay with that. So rather than wasting a turn, moving, going to deal some damage.
Here.
Oh, and a miss.
Look out below.
Okay, that's with the precision penalty. How's our devotion doing? 21 and 22. We'll try to knock someone out.
Little squirrel.
And it worked. Now you have gained rage. Which I find that they often get when they're the last unit. I haven't confirmed that. But rage damage boosted by 21%. Decent amount of damage. I'm actually going to use your turn to heal you. You need it.
Tingles, don't it?
And if I can get a good hit. There we go. So that is Circus Electrique. Let me know if this is a game that you'd want to see more of. Let me know if you would come back just as this newspaper comes back.
Fine
I'll cover this in
journalism,
just a moment. At the end of each day, the newspaper summarizes the most important events of the past 24 hours. Look for articles about recent events, last night's show, and the commercial status of the circus, plus a few surprises.
Extra! Extra! Deadly riots! Total mayhem on the streets! What's the cause? Read all about it!
So we get great story nuggets like this story, Deadly Riots as Circus Electrique returns to business. It'll have a full story that gives us a nugget of lore we only get if we dive into the newspaper. We get our circus performance here. We got, I think that's fame and not money. We got various items. We got income, audience. Oh, no, it's not fame. Oh, that's devotion, of course. So we can see that their devotion does rise as they do more circus events. Also, the higher devotion, the better the circus event. We have a list of who we've cleared out. And of course our finances, where we've lost 3 food, lost 1 substance. We gained a total of 1 skill upgrade, so that's going to be a 6 instead of a 5, because we did use 3. And then our shillings. If this is something that you would enjoy more of, let me know. I do have more videos on the way, so keep an eye out. And if you haven't already, maybe subscribe. Like the video if you did. And in the meantime, I'm Nidanoski. As always, have fun.